the top stories, Dr. Terence Drew sworn in as new Prime Minister. St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party wins 2022 general elections, and Labour Party supporters celebrate party's win. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Mosoka, 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 mosoka.
Seriously, there's a better way to beat the heat. Get an air-conditioned unit at Courts, starting at $1,299. Get free installation on your purchase. Plus, with Ready Finance, you can shop now and pay nothing for 60 days. Courts, bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I am Scotticia Hendrickson. Leader of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, Dr. Terence Drew, has been sworn in as the new Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis. A swearing-in ceremony was held at Government House on Saturday afternoon, where Dr. Terence Drew and other elected members of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party were in attendance. His Lordship Honourable Justice Trevor Ward administered the oath of allegiance, the oath of office, and the oath of secrecy. In his acceptance speech, Dr. Drew pledged to work towards the betterment of the country and the people.
It is indeed an esteemed pleasure to be given the opportunity by the people of St. Kitts and Nevis to be your Prime Minister. I consider it an office of service. And I also recognize that it's an office that I do not own, and I am only here at the behest of the people. And I also know that I'm here for a limited time. And during the time that I'm here, I vow to work closely with the members of my cabinet to be named shortly, to work with those who are in other positions in government, and most of all to work with our citizens, to extend a hand much closer to our federation sister, or to our sister island, Nevis, so that whatever issues there are, that we can solve and resolve to bring our federation ever closer together.
He said he looks forward to serving the Federation over the next 5 years with distinction, transparency, and integrity. Another swearing-in ceremony will be held in the near future to assign the various portfolios to other members of cabinet. Still on the local scene, the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party will form the new government of St. Kitts and Nevis after winning 6 seats in the general elections. Here are the details.
According to results announced by Election Supervisor Elvin Bailey on Friday night into Saturday morning, Dr. Jeffrey Hanley won constituency number 1 for the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party with 1,997 votes. PLP's Jacqueline Bryan amassed 737 votes, and PAM's Natasha Gray Brooks 745 votes. SKNLP's Marsha Henderson won constituency 2 with 1,841 votes, beating out PAM's Jonelle Powell with 737 votes and PLP's Nubian Greer with 707 votes. Congress Maynard secured constituency number 3 with 1,747 votes for the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party. PLP's Akila Byron Nisbet amassed 720 votes and PAM's Kervin Freeman 300 votes. Samal Duggins won constituency number 4 for the SKNLP with 1,269 votes, defeating incumbent Lindsey Grant in every box. Mr. Grant amassed 761 votes for PAM. PLP's Kendale Liburd secured 293 votes. Dr. Denzel Douglas retained constituency number 6 with 1,926 votes, beating out PLP's Mark Williams with 209 votes and PAM's Troy Flanders with 98 votes. And Dr. Terence Drew won constituency number 8 with 2,950 votes. PAM's Chesley Hamilton amassed 895 votes and PLP's Andrew Talbot Bass 761 votes. Sean Richards retained his seat in constituency number 5, the only seat for PAM, with 1,025 votes. SKNLP's Kenneth Douglas amassed 825 votes and PLP's Stacia Williams 243 votes. Dr. Timothy Harris held on to his seat in constituency number 7 with 1,266 votes. SKNLP's Leon Nata Nelson amassed 903 votes and PAM's Lincoln David Pell 176 votes. In Nevis, the CCM secured all 3 seats, with Mark Brantley retaining constituency number 9 with 1,685 votes, defeating NRP's Patricia Bartlett with 1,279 votes and MRM's Samuel Keynes with 77 votes. Eric Evelyn held on to constituency number 10 with 616 votes, beating out NRP's Rohan Isles 229 votes. And in constituency number 11, Alexis Jeffers Quealy retained his seat with 1,172 votes, narrowly defeating NRP's Janice Daniel Hodge with 1,113 votes. MRM's Patricia Mills Jeffers amassed 22 votes in that constituency. Jason Davis for ZIZ News.
Hundreds of St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party supporters took the streets on Saturday to celebrate their party's victory at the polls. Decked out in red, the supporters gathered at various locations or drove around in mini motorcades to mark the victory. Supporter Jacintia Teixeira said it was a proud moment for her.
It is a new day here in St. Kitts and Nevis. History has been made. The new Prime Minister of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis is Dr. the Honorable Terence Drew from constituency number 8. Me and my neighbor voted for Labour.
Monday, August 8th has been announced as a public holiday to mark the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party's victory at the polls. After the break, PAM leader congratulates St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party on election victory. And man charged for causing death by dangerous driving. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call Kane Agencies at 869-465-3333 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
Elevate your experience with Flow's fiber-fast internet and mobile combined. Enjoy double data and unlimited talk on 4 mobile lines, plus up to 35 megabits per second home internet speed at the best rate, giving you the best value to stay connected. I think our Flow mobile is elevated.
You think?
An elevated experience starts with Flow at home, powering double data and unlimited talk on 4 mobile lines at the best rate. Visit a Flow store to sign up today.
Want to get away? Now you can.
Stop standing in long ATM lines to withdraw cash. Use your national debit or black cards to complete a wide variety of transactions at supermarkets, variety stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and more. Shop online at the most popular websites and stores for quality brands using your national debit or black cards. And take back your time to enjoy all the things that you love to do. Remember, instead of waiting in long ATM lines to withdraw cash, use your national bank cards today.
National Bank, always here.
Mommy, where did you get all these groceries from?
When my mom was a child, my grandma was only able to provide just what they needed. When my mom got older, she was then able to provide what they needed and some. But now, with FlexPay, I am able to get everything we need and lots more with cashback.
Wow, Mom, I hope this never ends.
For the last 25 years, SN Hospice Company Limited has given customers millions in cashback for free groceries with every hire purchase in their never-ending cashback.
Welcome back. People's Action Movement PAM leader Sean Richards made a statement early Saturday morning congratulating the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party on their win of this year's general elections. The PAM leader, who retained his seat in constituency number 8, extended congratulations to Dr. Terence Drew and his team during a call on ZIZ Radio.
Thus far, based on the results I've heard in St. Kitts, it appears as though the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party has won a majority of the seats. And so I say congratulations to Dr. Terence Drew and the rest of his team. Based on the trend, most likely the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party will form the next government, and to that party I say that the voters have spoken, and indeed, while it is that in the individual constituencies some persons may have voted for you and some persons may not have voted for you, ultimately you have a responsibility to all of the voters of St. Kitts and Nevis.
He also congratulated Mark Brantley and his Concerned Citizens Movement colleagues, who all retained their seats in Nevis. As for the PAM party, Richards said they will be assessing their campaign strategy and making changes where necessary in an effort to regain the confidence of the people.
In terms of the political team of the People's Action Movement, it is time for us to do some introspection to determine what we did correctly, what we didn't do correctly, and from there to begin the step of rebuilding and to regain the confidence of the people of St. Kitts.
Richards concluded by thanking the people of Sandy Point and pledged to continue to give the best representation that they deserve. On Thursday, August 4th, 22-year-old Ryan Powell of Fountain Village was charged with the offense of causing death by dangerous driving. The fatal accident occurred on July 27, 2022, and resulted in the death of 21-year-old Natalia Roberts of Cherry Garden. Powell is currently in police custody. According to reports, the accident involved motor Jeep PA 9681, which is owned by Ronald Powell of Fountain Village and was being driven by Ryan Powell. Investigations have revealed that Powell was traveling towards Cotton Ground direction when he lost control and overturned on the Island Main Road. The Jeep was extensively damaged. The driver suffered injuries and was transported to the Alexandra Hospital via emergency medical service. The St. Kitts and Nevis Fire and Rescue Services had to be called to extricate Natalia Roberts of Cherry Garden, who was in the front passenger seat. Roberts was pronounced dead at the scene by District Medical Officer. Coming up, Human Services Ministry in Guyana launches manual to navigate parental challenges. Stay tuned.
Want to get away? Now you can.
Stop standing in long ATM lines to withdraw cash. Use your national debit or black cards to complete a wide variety of transactions at supermarkets, variety stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and more. Shop online at the most popular websites and stores for quality brands using your national debit or black cards. And take back your time to enjoy all the things that you love to do. Remember, instead of waiting in long ATM lines to withdraw cash, use your national bank cards today.
National Bank, always here.
In Guyana, as another vital step to support the development of children across Guyana, the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security, through the Child Care and Protection Agency, has launched a special manual to assist parents in navigating their role. More in this report.
In an exclusive interview with Nightly News, Minister Vindya Prasad stated that the manual is aimed at helping parents navigate the challenges that exist in their role. The parenting manual provides critical information on child development and non-violent methods of discipline, and also offers assistance in overcoming dysfunction in the family setting.
And sometimes parents are at sea when it comes to modes of discipline, when it comes to how to emotionally engage a child without being disparaging, without diminishing that child, without engaging in emotional abuse, without really knowing it. So there's so many things within the manual that speak to so many levels of a young person's well-being.
It is also hoped that the program facilitator's manual will assist in the deinstitutionalization and separation of children from their parents.
This will be a very fundamental part of our Every Child Safe campaign. So this is, I would say, would be the foundation of everything.
The Trainer of Trainers initiative will target anyone who wants to be trained, and the ministry will be working with volunteers and civil society groups in communities to get the information across. The manual will be constantly reviewed, as the minister noted that while there is no right way to be a parent, there are young people who become parents without being prepared and can therefore benefit from the offerings of the manual.
And I have always seized the opportunity to engage with children and youth, and many times they say to me that, you know, we have good parents, but sometimes they say things to us that they don't perhaps mean, but it could leave a scar.
Assistant Director of Child Care Protection Agency Levine Gavaya noted that the parenting manual is one that is much needed, reminding that awareness is paramount. Reporting for the HGP Nightly News, Daniela Arajo.
Coming up in international news, China's sanction affecting Taiwan. We'll have the details when we come back.
You're never too young to start planning for your financial future. That's why I decided to visit National Caribbean Insurance to speak with one of their friendly sales agents.
Here at NCI, we strive to ensure customer satisfaction by choosing the right policy for you. Our endowment plans provides customers with adequate returns on their investment. The quinquennial bonus policy offers a 25% payout of the sum assured every 5 years. Other life insurance packages can help to secure your family's future. Also, please consider our health plans so you can be reimbursed for medical expenses to ease financial impact. Just remember, the younger you are, the more affordable insurance is for you.
Don't wait until it's too late to apply. Make an appointment to see a sales agent.
Visit us today. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Welcome back. China has hit Taiwan with a new set of sanctions following U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to the self-governing island, including suspending exports of natural sand and halting imports of fruit and fish products. More in this Reuters report.
Beijing's launched its biggest ever military drills in the Taiwan Strait following Nancy Pelosi's visit to the self-governing island. But it's also hit Taiwan with a new set of sanctions. China suspended exports of natural sand without much of an explanation. Official Chinese data shows 90% of Taiwan's natural sand imports came from China in 2007. The material is used widely for construction and concrete. China has also stopped imports of citrus fruit, chilled white-striped hairtail, and frozen horse mackerel. It said it found pesticide residue on the fruit and coronavirus traces on the frozen fish packaging. The suspension hits one of China's top food imports from Taiwan, seafood. In January to June, China imported $59 million worth of it from Taiwan. Beijing also targeted 35 Taiwanese exporters of biscuits and pastries. It's unclear if more sanctions are looming, but Taiwan's biggest exports to China by value are electronics, machinery, plastics, and chemicals. According to Chinese import data, China's imports from Taiwan reached $122.5 billion in January to June, up more than 7% from a year earlier.
Up next in sports, West Indies in Florida for T20 matches against India, and female rugby player on a mission to shine the lights on the sport in Cameroon. Stay tuned.
You're never too young to start planning for your financial future. That's why I decided to visit National Caribbean Insurance to speak with one of their friendly sales agents.
Here at NCI, we strive to ensure customer satisfaction by choosing the right policy for you. Our endowment plans provides customers with adequate returns on their investments. The quinquennial bonus policy offers a 25% payout of the sum assured every 5 years. Other life insurance packages can help to secure your family's future. Also, please consider our health plans so you can be reimbursed for medical expenses to ease financial impact. Just remember, the younger you are, the more affordable insurance is for you.
Don't wait until it's too late to apply. Make an appointment to see a sales agent.
Visit us today. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Welcome back. The West Indies have made the journey to North America for the 4th and 5th T20 internationals, which will unfold at the Central Broward Stadium in Lauderdale. More in this TTT Sports Report.
India will not have fond memories of this traditionally high-scoring venue as they went down to the West Indies in 2016 by 1 run. Evan Lewis smashed a century in that game, but the good news for India, Lewis is not in the squad. However, skipper Nicholas Pooran says his top 4 batters are becoming quite consistent.
Kyle is scoring half centuries, King is scoring half centuries. I make some runs sometimes as well. But everyone is playing their role on the team, and it's not about individuals, it's about everyone just doing exactly what the team is required in that moment. And I think we have been doing that. Again, unfortunately, we haven't been getting the wins, but winning and losing is contagious, and we know as a team we are doing a lot of right things.
Being 2 down in the series, Pooran mentioned the areas that needs addressing.
We just need to continue doing what we have been doing in the first couple of games, to be honest. Finding ways to win, and just understanding when we are in those moments, just fight it out a bit more, especially with the bat and the ball. I think we have been moving forward, but unfortunately, we haven't been consistent in terms of wins. But that's fine. We're not really studying that, but we are studying our process, and it's going really nice for us.
Meanwhile, India's Dinesh Karthik says his team is keen on finishing off the series with 2 wins.
We all know how good West Indies is as well, but having said that, I feel one of the key things that's being told to us is the fact that when we went to St. Kitts the first game, we probably didn't adapt to the conditions as quick as we would have wanted, but here in Miami we're going to try and make an effort to obviously try and play and understand the conditions and then the situation, and then try and put up a good performance here.
Based on recent stats, India has struggled against left-arm fast bowlers, and the young skipper praised left-arm seamer Obed McCoy as a major asset to the Caribbean side.
We've seen in the second game, how good he is, especially against India with a new ball and on the back end. Very valuable for us. It's important for us to keep him fresh and on the pack. Watch his workload as well. Keep working with him. But very vital, not only for this India series, but all the series for us. The more we have Obed McCoy available for West Indies cricket, then I think as a bowling group we're only going to get better.
Both matches in Florida bowls off on Saturday and Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Caribbean Time.
The Central African nation of Cameroon isn't a region many would associate with rugby, but despite the challenges, one female rugby license holder like Alvaline Kiuk is fighting to turn the spotlight on the sport. More in this Africa News Report.
This grass-covered pitch in the Nkolanga area in Yaoundé is not a football pitch. Alvin Kweka Mashe is a rugby player. Jumping into the fray and pushing forward in the all-girl pack is common. The athlete has been playing rugby for 4 years. Off the pitch, the 26-year-old fights the negative perception Cameroonians have on this sport. Every time, even in my own family, people say, "No, Alvin, you've been playing rugby for years, but it's not paying off for you." I tell them that it's my passion. Even though I didn't start playing at an early age, I love rugby. I love my sport. I love what I do. Even if she is an international player, Alvin cannot earn a livelihood thanks to her sport. In the football nation, other ball games, especially when women players are involved, face a compensation and a gender bias. Families are really reluctant at first, but as players progress, they accept it. One game at a time, the public attends more and more fixtures. It is thanks to Alvin and her teammates of the Four Dreams Academy who fight prejudice against their sport. Usually it's the men we're used to seeing doing this sport. It's really encouraging because it shuts down the idea that rugby is a sport reserved to boys only and that everyone can practice it. Women or men, if an athlete wants to perform, injuries just like successes will be part of his career history. The fear of injury is one of the factors that prevented Alvin's mother from giving her blessing at first. I get scared whenever she plays. When she plays, she can come back here with injured feet. She then goes to sleep over there. When she's hurt, nobody can help her. The second and third row player is not discouraged or afraid, just like 119 other female rugby license holders in Cameroon. Their efforts do pay off. The Central African nation is ranked second on the continent.
When we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Whether you're at home or abroad, ZIZ's social media platforms help you stay connected with what's going on in St. Kitts and Nevis. Keep up with daily events by liking our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter at ZBC Online. Like our pictures on Instagram and subscribe to our videos on YouTube. Also, you can watch us live on the ZIZ mobile app and our website, zizonline.com. No matter where you are, ZIZ is just a click away. ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, reaching you wherever you are.
Recapping the top stories, Dr. Terence Drew sworn in as new Prime Minister. St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party wins 2022 general elections and Labour Party supporters celebrate party's win. And that's the end of the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. Thank you so much for joining us. I am Scotticia Hendrickson.